Hey friends, this is Jim Borgedium, and today I learned a new trick that I cannot keep for myself. I wanted to extract some information from a web page, and instead of doing this with a Python script like I would usually do, I searched for a Chrome extension and found one that can extract information from a web page with just a few clicks. And that's what I want to share with you today and show you how you can use this. So let's get going. In this case, I want to extract information from Twitter. So if we have a look at this web page here, this is the analytics.twitter.com website. There is this statistics div here with some tweet statistics, tweet impression, profile visits, mentions, and followers. And I want to extract this into a spreadsheet for as many months as possible. So first I'm going to go into the Chrome Web Store and find this data scraper from dataminer.io and install it. It will be installed, and then you will have this small icon here on the top. When you have this, you can go here to this pane and hit the small icon. A small window is going to open and you will have no recipe here. So let's create a new recipe together. First, we're gonna use this list page here because we want to extract information that is redundant or recurrent on the same page. Then we're gonna have a look at the rows and use this magic wand here. What this does is basically highlight the elements of the page, and what we're looking for is the container of the element we want. So not this element here because it doesn't contain the others, and that would be the one. So let's stay hovering on it and hit the shift key, and boom, it's selected. I'm going to scroll down a little bit to show you what happens next. We see this is a div, an HTML element div, with a class of home, column, secondary. And if we click on that, ta-da, this element here is selected as well. That means that this element is reused along the page. So we're going to be able to extract information automatically at different levels. So let's hit confirm and go to the columns. Here we're going to first look for the date. The date would be this here. So let's use the wand again and hover over the date and hit shift. Again, this is an H5, a header 5 element on the HTML page with a class of home group header. Let's tick this, and we see this class is reused with an H5 element here, here, and here. That is good. That is exactly what we want. This is not what we wanted. This is probably the Twitter team reusing the same classes and the same elements here to show this this part as well. But that's okay, we can remove that afterward. So let's hit confirm. Let's add a new column, for instance, the tweets. And here again, we're going to use this magic wand and hover over the tweets, hit shift. This one is called the class's metrics tweets. Let's hit that, and we see this is selected as well. Fantastic. So let's hit confirm. And now we're not going to redo this for all the statistics for the sake of this video. That's enough. And let's have a look at the rest. Navigation would be how to navigate multiple paginated pages. This is not the case here. Actions would be how to differently scrape some element. For instance, pre-scrape an element, open an element, and do something like this. So it would be clicking on the page, do something. Here would be scrolling to the end of the page. That would be something as well. And here dealing with an infinite scroll with a click button. So load more, load more, load more. In this case, we have none of those because the Twitter page, this page, works with scrolling down to the bottom and then some more is loaded, and then scrolling down again and some more is loaded. This is not handled by this case here. I'll show you how to deal with it afterwards. This pane here would be to deal with JavaScript or the absence thereof, or add some more JavaScript to the recipe. And finally, saving. We're going to code that recipe and save. Now that we have saved our recipe, we can run it and see what happens. So let's click on here again and find our recipe here and run it. This new window opens, and we see some tweets data were extracted. Advertise on Twitter. Hey, we recognize this. This is here. This extraction here. It was in the same container as the other elements. So we see it concatenated with January 2021 here. And then we have the number of tweets here. And then we have December 2020 and the 64 here. And then you see the November is loaded down there. And if I go down enough, October will be loaded. If I run this again, you see this October has been reloaded. So this seems to be working. For the sake of this page, what I'm going to do is just hit the page down button and reload the page, or reload the content as much as I can, and just wait for it to show up. That will be the infinite scrolling in this case. This is a hack. This is not nice, but anyhow, I'll stop there. I could continue a bit further. Now let's load this page again and click rerun. There we go. We have 27 entry, 27 new rows. We see all those, and here somehow data is not showing up anymore. So now we're going to be able to extract those information and put them in a spreadsheet. In order to put those data in a spreadsheet, let's just go on to download. We could either export it as a CSV or an Excel file, or we could just copy it to clipboard. And I have here an Excel file loaded ready, and I can paste it in here. I can then just search and replace and remove that summary, and just here deal with that as well. And there we go. I have my data extracted, and if I complexify my recipe a little bit and add some more columns to it, I could extract the rest of the data, meaning new followers, or here the Twitter impressions and the profile visits, etc. That's it. I hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something, and that you will never ever do that kind of work manually again, and use some kind of web scraping instead. Thanks for watching, and see you again in a few weeks. Bye.